Alright, so here we are. It's shop now. Try this video stuff out a little bit here, but got the car in. We're gonna do a little prep for the cleetus event and see how it goes. I got a few things of making brackets for the NOS bottle and tighten up a few suspension components here. And let's get a few things ready and give you guys an idea of what we got going on here. Switch it up, and so we're pretty much running a stock DE with a spacer plate. I just recently hooked up a NOS, so we're only doing a 50 shot right at the moment. It does currently have an E85 tune in it. That particularly recently found out when I bought the thing that it has this. It kept having issues with it, and the minute I put E85 in it, it runs great. So we're gonna end up making a bracket back here. So we found out we got a good spot for this NOS bottle here. Now originally I had this laid out in the trunk, and it was laid out in the trunk just right, and for whatever reason when it got low it did not work out. It did quit picking up nitrous, and it just wasn't working out. I had figured out with the drifting, if you set the bottle up right just a little bit more, it should help with this issue. And then I had been to luck out, and there just happened to be holes for this bracket, but this one just did not work out right. So we're gonna make a little tab for that, hang that on there. And then another few things we're gonna end up doing is I gotta tighten up the Alheim joints in the front end. It's pretty common with these FDF angle that, matter of fact, I got this car over here, it's got them on. These they tend to quite come loose a little bit. You just got to really check them. And even on this car, it's got these tie rod adjusters here that can come loose, and this particular one's got set screw ones that work really good to hold them in. For whatever reason, I still had it come loose, so we got that checked. I gotta check it with this car, make sure everything's still good to go. I got wheels together and tires all set up already the other day, so we're all set with the new set. Hopefully I get to go through all of these. That means we got to go the full distance all night long. We made it through the final, so we'll see how that goes. I mean, there's some pretty baller drift cars gonna be here, so we'll do what we can and let's get on with some work. All right, so what I did is I ended up making some brackets together here that I'm gonna put together. I'm gonna still have to weld them together, but I think what I'm gonna do is some kind of a T bracket here. So we're pretty much just gonna weld it together. You know, it's gonna be straight, but we'll do something like that off of here and then onto here, and then we can put a second strap on here and put our bottle in a little better. She's gonna, so it holds that down better. All right, so I got the bracket done and pretty much all installed now. And seems to hold the bottle a lot better now. And didn't do too bad of a job. I mean, ain't no Dom spec or anything by any chance, but you know, just do what I can. But for anyway, this is pretty much the car. I've had this car for, it's almost been about a year now, and originally bought the car with most of the stuff done. It was just in bad need of things being straightened. Had to do the rear alignment, set that up. A lot of the suspension tuning and stuff still needed to be done to make it just right. And other than that, man, so far it's been a pretty good car. I haven't had much issue with it other than replace the clutch again on it. And, you know, of course, like everybody else, I'm not going to spend the money. I ended up buying one of those eBay clutches or Amazon clutches for, you know, I just dropped $100 and just bought the cheapest clutch. It's a nice 4-puck. Seems to work good so far. And I mean, if it goes out, I'll just buy another one. What's $100, you know? So when I bought the car, it would ended up being maroon, and I sanded it all down smooth again, repainted it flat black, and I recently put these on here to cover up the tire just because. But for the most part, I mean, it's got a really nice FDF angle kit, BC coilovers. You know, it's got the pretty good decent stuff on it. You know, and got the Brembo brakes. And then now in the back here, we're just running a stock brake setup, but we do got dual caliper kit in here. Now you can hardly see these rusty things, but that's pretty much it. Hard lined it. I welded the diff. I'm running these bars here, and for whatever reason it does, but putting them upside down, they seem to work really good. Like, for whatever reason, it's a little bit noticeable of whatever it does as far as the traction goes. But I do need to put some axles in it here shortly. They are getting pretty worn out. You got the I got a pretty decent handbrake in it, and chase bays with a Wildwood Master on it. It works fairly good. And then, you know, typical seats, harness bar. Like my buddies over here, his has got, you know, we're pretty much doing the same with his. The rear brake set up, you know, some coilovers. We got a little bit of exhaust on his, and then we ended up putting a wheel on and got the handbrake set up in here for him. This one here, now this one works really good. Got a seat and stuff. We recently just put the intake spacer on it and getting them set up. And then he's, of course, FDF stuff. And we're just recently trying this out. This is the Amazon exhaust system. So we'll see how this works out. So far, it's been going pretty good, and we've got another piece that actually came out of the garbage for now. And it's down here. I'll set it all up. It's been cut, and we're just gonna have to weld it back together. But I mean, for free, it should work out real good for them. But I think I'm gonna end it here. We got a lot of work to finish up, and I'll try to get back with another video.